Whenever you access each of the major sections of Google Analytics, you'll find that each have identical layouts but with different data. On the dashboard, you'll find site usage statistics right under the data over time graph. And then if you go to visitors, you'll find similar data in similar format, but it's not exactly the same. Under content, right here. So they try to maintain congruency throughout the whole software. So right now I'd like you to go to the Visitors tab, go down to Mobile, and click Mobile Devices. Now these columns such as visits, page views, average time on site, percent new visits, bounce rates, these are known as metrics. And the rows right here are known as dimensions. So again, metrics, dimensions. You can turn the numbers into a pie chart by clicking the second button right over here. With a lot more data than this, you'll be able to see the same numbers represented in a pie chart. Right here. Right, I only have a few visitors, so we only have this is one visitor, this is two, but hopefully for your site, you'll have a lot more visitors than this. You can turn the same data into a bar chart by simply clicking the third button under the data over time graph right here. You'll see the same numbers represented in a bar chart. You can change the metrics that you're viewing by clicking the bar that's followed by the individual source medium performance and select your desired metric for viewing. This next feature can come in handy when you have historical data. Simply click the fourth button under the data over time graph. Now this is comparing to the site average, and our site doesn't have any data, any historical data, but if your site had a lot of historical data, you'll be able to compare this to what your averages are. So right now for Android visits, we have 100% over the regular average, which is probably 1. So this 2 visits is 100%. So note that anything that shows up on this side is good and this side is bad. And there may not be much you could do with this specific data, but at least you will become aware. If you'd like to look at trends by geographical location or other data, go ahead and click the fifth button under the data over time graph. Once here, you'll find the pivot option on the left here. Click the arrows and select an option. I'll go ahead and select city. Then you'll be able to see that all of our visits came from Venice. That's where I live. Not Venice, Italy, but Venice, California. The site usage tab right here exists in all data for analytics. You'll almost always show data in the same format, including visits, page per visits, average time on site, percentage of new visits, and bounce rates for that data set. If you created goals, you can view your goal set right here. We don't have any goal sets, so we don't have a conversion rate. If you set your profile to an e-commerce site, you'll have an e-commerce site tab right here. And this will include revenue, transactions, average value, e-commerce conversion rate, and per visit value. So right now we're viewing this goal set under mobile devices. But if we were to say to go to map overlay, click the United States, California. We can narrow it down by city, but all we have is Venice. And you'll be able to see for the city instead of the mobile platform. So once this loads, you'll be able to see the total revenue that comes from Venice, California, and the average value per visitor, and etc. And remember, if you want to change the dates that you're viewing, simply go to the top right, select this arrow, and change your date range.